Have you ever pondered upon the secretive world of Freemasonry and questioned the role of women in it? A world steeped in tradition and shrouded in mystery, Freemasonry has been a subject of intrigue for centuries. But what many might not know is the hidden history of women within this enigmatic society. Freemasonry, in its most basic definition, is a fraternal organization that traces its roots back to the stonemason guilds of the Middle Ages. These guilds were a brotherhood, a union of skilled craftsmen who shared secrets of their trade. Over time, these guilds evolved into the Freemasons, a society known for its secret rituals, symbols, and codes. The allure of Freemasonry lies in its secretive nature. It's a world hidden behind closed doors, passed down from generation to generation through whispered law. Its members are bound by a code of secrecy, a vow to uphold the traditions and teachings of the Freemasons. But where do women fit into this narrative? The common perception is that Freemasonry is a male-only domain. Yet delve a little deeper and you'll find a different story. The concept of women in Freemasonry is a topic that's often overlooked. It's a tale untold, a narrative hidden in the shadows of history. Women Freemasons, known as Freemasonesses, have existed in some form or another since the inception of the society. They've navigated the murky waters of a traditionally male-dominated world, carving out a space for themselves in the annals of Freemasonry. However, the journey of women in Freemasonry is not a straightforward one. It's a path marked by controversy and debate, a journey fraught with challenges and obstacles. Yet despite these hurdles, women have persisted, pushing the boundaries and challenging the status quo. But the question remains, when did women start participating in Freemasonry, and how has their role evolved over the years? To unravel this mystery, we need to journey back in time, to the early beginnings of female Freemasonry, and that's where we'll pick up the thread in the next scene. As we delve into the annals of history, we uncover the intriguing beginnings of female Freemasonry. The inclusion of women in this traditionally male-dominated secret society dates back to the 18th century. It was a time when Freemasonry was flourishing across Europe, but the doors remained firmly closed to women. Yet in the heart of France, a new form of Freemasonry was taking shape, one that welcomed women into its ranks. This was known as adoptive masonry. Adoptive masonry, often referred to as French adoptive masonry, was a parallel system of Freemasonry specifically designed for women. It operated under the auspices of male lodges, with each female lodge being adopted by a male counterpart. The ceremonies and rituals were similar to those of the male lodges, but with a greater emphasis on the virtues of love, fidelity, and hope. At the helm of this movement was an influential woman of the day, the Countess of Bourbon-Conti. As the Grand Mistress of the Grand Lodge of Adoption, she played a significant role in shaping the landscape of female Freemasonry. Under her leadership, adoptive masonry gained considerable popularity, attracting many high-profile women from the French nobility. Yet, despite its increasing popularity, adoptive masonry was not without its critics. Many male Freemasons felt threatened by the inclusion of women, leading to tension within the Freemasonry community. Nevertheless, the seeds of change had been sown, and there was no turning back. As we journey through the pages of history, we see how these early beginnings laid the groundwork for the evolution of female Freemasonry. From the lodges of France to the rest of Europe and beyond, women began to find their place within this secret society. They faced opposition, they faced challenges, but they persevered, paving the way for future generations of female Freemasons. As we move forward in time, we witness a significant evolution in the role of women in Freemasonry. From the early days of adoptive masonry to the establishment of independent female lodges, the story of female Freemasonry is a testament to the resilience and determination of women throughout history. As we step into the 19th century, a new chapter unfolds in the history of female Freemasonry. The 1800s brought about a wave of change in the world, and Freemasonry was no exception. A revolutionary concept emerged, Co-Masonry, an inclusive approach to Freemasonry that allowed both men and women to participate as equals. This was a radical departure from the traditional male-dominated lodges, and it marked a significant turning point in the history of Freemasonry. At the heart of this movement were two remarkable individuals, Maria de Reims and Georges Martin. De Reims was a French author and major proponent of women's rights. Her passion for equality led her to become the first woman initiated into mainstream Freemasonry in 1882. However, the male-dominated Grand Orient de France did not approve of her initiation, and she was essentially ostracized. Undeterred, de Reims, along with politician and fellow Mason Georges Martin, founded La Droit Humain, or the International Order of Co-Freemasonry, in 1893. This was a Masonic order that was open to both men and women, a truly co-Masonic organization. It was born out of a desire to create a space where men and women could work together in equality, fraternity, and liberty, the core principles of Freemasonry. The impact of co-Masonry was profound and far-reaching. For the first time, women weren't just guests or onlookers in the Freemason world, but active participants with equal rights and responsibilities. This was a significant stride towards gender equality within the Masonic fraternity. It's worth noting that co-Masonry was not without its detractors. There was considerable resistance from traditional Masonic bodies. However, the ideals of co-Masonry persevered, and the movement continued to grow, spreading its influence across Europe and eventually the world. As the 20th century dawned, so did a new era for female Freemasons. The story of co-Masonry is a testament to the tireless pursuit of equality. It reminds us that change is possible even in the most entrenched traditions, and paves the way for the future chapters of female Freemasonry. The 20th century brought with it a surge of change, and the world of Freemasonry was not exempt. As the century dawned, the Masonic landscape was set to change dramatically. An unprecedented movement was underway, leading to the establishment of female-only Freemasonry lodges. Among these pioneering institutions were the Order of Women Freemasons and the Honorable Fraternity of Ancient Freemasons. These organizations, born out of a desire for equality and recognition, marked a significant shift in the fraternity, traditionally dominated by men. The Order of Women Freemasons, founded in the early 20th century, was unique in its approach. It offered an environment where women could, for the first time, fully participate in the rites and rituals of Freemasonry. This was a revolutionary step, challenging the age-old norms and shaking the very foundations of the fraternity. Parallelly, the Honorable Fraternity of Ancient Freemasons made its mark. This organization, too, was dedicated to providing a platform for women to explore the mysteries and teachings of Freemasonry. These two organizations helped pave the way for women within the fraternity, creating opportunities previously unthinkable. As we moved into the 21st century, the acceptance of female Freemasons continued to grow. Women started to play a more active and visible role in lodges around the world. The number of female Freemasons has been steadily increasing, reflecting a broader societal shift towards gender equality. Today, women Freemasons are an integral part of the fraternity, contributing to its rich history and shaping its future. The journey of female Freemasons over the last century serves as a testament to their resilience and determination. They have carved out a space for themselves in a fraternity that has been around for centuries, proving that Freemasonry, like any other institution, is capable of change and evolution. From the shadows of history, the women of Freemasonry have emerged, playing a vital role in this ancient fraternity. Today, female Freemasons stand shoulder to shoulder with their male counterparts, carving their own path in this ancient tradition. This evolution has not come easy, but through sheer determination, women are now essential threads in the tapestry of Freemasonry, holding their own in lodges worldwide. Presently, female Freemasonry is flourishing. Their numbers continue to grow, reflecting a shift in societal attitudes towards gender equality. The belief that Freemasonry is a male preserve is slowly yet steadily being dismantled. Women Freemasons now number in the tens of thousands globally, with lodges in the Americas, Europe, Africa, and Asia. However, this growth does not come without its challenges. Women Freemasons still face resistance in certain quarters. Some traditionalists uphold the notion that Freemasonry is inherently masculine, and thus women's involvement is seen as a dilution of the craft. Yet these women are undeterred, choosing to meet these challenges head-on. The future of female Freemasonry is promising yet uncertain. As society continues to evolve, so too will the role of women within Freemasonry. Will we see a woman at the helm of the United Grand Lodge of England? Only time will tell. Yet the trend is clear. Women are increasingly drawn to the lessons of Freemasonry, the pursuit of knowledge, the fostering of community, and the cultivation of moral virtues. It is these timeless principles that will continue to attract women to the craft. Looking ahead, it is likely that the female presence within Freemasonry will continue to grow as more women discover the benefits of Freemasonry. They will continue to challenge traditional norms and break down barriers. As we've seen, the journey of women in Freemasonry is a tale of resilience, evolution, and change. Who knows what the future holds for these remarkable women?